I'm at the Plenty grand opening in Compton with their Compton Farm here in Los Angeles, California. And you're likely going to hear some noise in the background, but I'm just going to keep recording. So this farm is 9,000 square meters, and it is producing leafy greens that will serve the Los Angeles area. And if you aren't familiar with Plenty, Plenty is an amazing company who has raised the most amount of money in the indoor ag space at close to $1 billion. They have this farm that they're producing leafy greens, and then they also have a large research facility in Laramie, Wyoming. And they also have started to build out a farm, spending $300 million on a farm complex in Virginia that will start out growing strawberries, and then they're going to bring other crops into it. So this is an amazing day for Plenty to have this opening. And I'm Bonnie Estes. I'm the Vice President of Innovation for the International Fresh Produce Association. And IFPA is a global organization that serves the industry and our members in areas like government relations, food safety, science and technology, and nutrition. And we work in the supply chain all the way from inputs to retail. So I really want to thank Beanstalk for having me here and being able to put input into your day about what's happening in the United States. And I thought recording here at Plenty at the grand opening would be a great way for you to see what's happening in the United States, because this is a very exciting day with lots of luminaries here at this site. I'll get to go on a tour pretty soon and get to see the inside of the farm, which has amazing giant robots and their signature growing in towers. Can't take video in there, but I'll try to shoot out a few pictures there. So what is happening in the United States in controlled environment ag? And if you step back and really look at the greenhouse industry, it's been going for decades, growing tomatoes, and Americans have the tomatoes that we eat, 40% of them are grown in greenhouses, mostly in greenhouses in Canada and Mexico. So that's been going well, and those businesses are continuing. But what's really sucking a lot of space and money and time and thinking is been the indoor ag area. Has been the indoor ag area and vertical farming. And over $2 billion has been spent in vertical farming invested in the United States. And it's a big area that a lot of attention is paid, but right now at retail, only about 3% of leafy greens are grown indoors, but that is poised to grow. And even though that's a smaller amount of the total percentage of leafy greens and that whole category, it's a huge part of what retailers are thinking about. Today here, Walmart is one of the big partners of Plenty and has invested in Plenty. And they really gave a good speech about talking about how important leafy greens and indoor farming is to our whole food system, alongside with outdoor growing. But this is an area that with dwindling resources, we're going to continue to see more and more, and companies like Walmart are going to be investing in and helping really clear the way for other companies to invest in the industry. So that was really exciting to hear their messaging on that. And retailers are the gateway to consumers. So if retailers don't put it on the shelf, then consumers don't get it. And what retailers tell me that is really resonating with people, their consumers, is local. Local is important to consumers. Pesticide free. So, you know, in the United States, we have the USDA organic label, but consumers really resonate with the pesticide free label on the produce. And also just taste and freshness. Consumers really want something that stays in their refrigerator for longer. So vertical farm growing can really give you that longer shelf life, both in the refrigerator and in the supply chain. So close to over $3 billion has been invested in this space. And we've had some pretty high profile closures, just like the rest of the world, in vertical farms. And these have been caused by the same as every place else in the world: high energy costs, inflation, and inability to raise follow-on funding. So those have been some of the issues that have caused some closures here in the US. And I think that's the same as everywhere, but it's a consolidation in a down market. And we really don't see it as a problem that's really the end of the industry. And some people are wringing their hands and saying, oh, this industry is never going to work. But we just see it as consolidation, and that the companies that are around are solving some of these issues and are going to grow and be stronger. So I'm really bullish on CEA and indoor ag and producing food in this way. I think there's amazing things that we can do with breeding and really control of the atmosphere that plants are grown in. So I think we're going to be able to see crops with higher nutrition. We're going to be able to see novel plants that have different tastes and different structure, and that people are just going to really love what's coming from these crops. And so I really see it as a growth industry where within the decade we'll go from 3% to 10% easily of the category, and also grow the category with some of the novel products that we're looking at. And I also see that we're going to move into other crops like strawberries. It's already happening that Plenty's building in Virginia. And we're also going to see other crops, other fruits and vegetables that will be grown in this way. So really excited, and thanks for letting me be part of your day. And I'm going to go join my tour. Thank you.
In partnership with Walmart Market Side Beyond. Please make a stop on the way home. I want to introduce really a valuable partner to Plenty, who she's been directly involved in making all of this happen with us as part of a broader team. Many of whom are represented here today from Walmart. So let me introduce Laura Holmes.
It's an honor. First of all, I just want to say on behalf of all of Walmart representatives here, we've got quite a crew here today. It's really an honor to be here and to share this day with you and with the Compton community. Walmart calls many communities across the U.S. home. It's where our associates and the millions of customers that we serve live and work. In fact, as Arma said, we have a Walmart just right down the road, just 1 mile from here. And we're thrilled to partner with Plenty and help support the development of this incredible farm right here in the Compton community. We're so excited to begin sourcing from this farm to our California stores and provide our customers with the freshness and quality that they expect year-round. I had the pleasure of first meeting Arma and his team a few years ago as we learned more about Plenty's vision to create a new market-leading product category in vertical farming, one that is grown locally year-round, pesticide-free, and uses less water and land compared to conventionally grown farming, and we were really impressed by what we saw. Walmart and Plenty share a vision to help transform the food supply chain, to deliver sustainably grown food that is better for people and the planet. Walmart has been leading in sustainability for nearly 2 decades. In 2020, we committed to become a regenerative company, which means placing nature and humanity at the center of our business. And we've set a target for 0 emissions across the company's global operations by 2040. We also remain focused on building a resilient supply chain by identifying and investing in new and innovative food solutions to bring customers the freshest, highest quality foods that deliver value, as we increase wider access and accessibility to fresh fruits and vegetables. Vertical farms bring food production within close proximity of consumption, enhancing the fresh value proposition for our customers. Through my work as board chair of International Fresh Produce Association, I often hear from farmers about the challenges many of them face due to climate change and the need to build more resiliency in the supply chain. We work with many of them to help implement regenerative practices, to strengthen their crops and help ensure farming continues to remain viable for the future generations. Additionally, the association and its members and growers recognize that different production methods, like vertical farming, are good for the industry and make it more resilient. Providing an additional sustainable sourcing method means less pressure on our food supply system, helps diversify our food supply, and builds a stronger ecosystem. To that end, vertical farming is incremental to, not replaces, traditional farming practices to help increase food supply and alleviate current challenges in the food system. I'm very excited about our collaboration with Plenty and at what it means to the Walmart customer, the environment, and the community of Compton. Thank you very much.